What is going on, everybody? This is Dave. Alright, we're going to be doing a little bit of Baccarat here. Baccarat. So, this is the Elites game. This is a game that you've seen in movies, James Bond, many other movies. There's an arguably strategy to this game. It's a 50-50 chance. The Chinese say that the Asians say that this game, there's formula to chance, or a method to chance. There's a frequency you'll catch. So that's the whole deal there. That's why they take markings and write these things down, and the wins and the losses and stuff. But I'm going to show you a real quick method that I have, okay? We're using money management and a little bit of strategy in place. So first things first, you have to have a little notepad, or have your notes out on your computer or something, just so you can mark down the wins and the losses. So yeah, this is Dave again with Vegas Boys ATX. Let's get started, guys. Let's get this going. Let's run this up. So we got a $12 bank here. We're gonna try to attempt to work it up. So we're gonna see how it goes. It's risky business, Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're gonna see if it all works out for us. So we're gonna start off with just dollars, just so you can get the money management down and you can understand how it works. Then you can tackle, picking up the units, whatever you're comfortable with. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna start off again with just one unit, and we're gonna hit it on banker. It's a 50-50 chance it'll hit either or. I just like to have the advantage of the banker that the card split gives, I guess. I don't know, it's just something that we play at a lot of casinos, us casino boys, and I see a familiar trend, and it normally hits banker first. So let's see how this goes. So we're just gonna go in at it, and so it's already looking a little shisty. So it's gonna be a 1-1, then 2-2. So we're gonna do another one. We're gonna hit it on banker again, and we're just gonna go at this. So okay, so 2 losses on banker. Oh, that's a 1 on bank. Okay, so if you're keeping score, that's a P1, and then it was a B1, and we're using 1 because that's the number of units, or the value of units that we put in. So we put 1 unit in. Okay, so now we're just going to continue. So it was a 1 player, 1 banker, and there's probabilities of what would hit after that. I would normally stick with the banker again, and I'm gonna go a little bit more rougher. I'm gonna go 2 this time. So we're picking up. So what we're doing is banker 2. Come on, baby. There you go. So banker just won. We just got that money, and the reason I pushed a little harder there was I need to get that value back up to 15, or at least get it into the 15 zone. Anyways, here we go. So we got banker, on 2. I always like to mark as well. $12 is where I started my value. So we started at 12. We're gonna want to reach whatever we possibly can, but to the sky, guys. Let's get this. All right, so next thing. So it went player, banker, banker, and now I think it's either gonna switch over to, I think it's gonna do banker again. So let's run 1 chip on banker again, and let's deal that. If it doesn't, we're just gonna chase the cash. Okay, so nice. So that was banker 1 again, 3 bankers. So player, banker, banker, banker. Now the probability of it hitting banker again, I believe so. So we're gonna hit banker again. We're gonna double banker. Yikes. Okay, so then that was a player by 2. It's probably going to go tie, so I'm just going to run a tie in real quick just to back me up. And I'm also going to go with the player on one of them, so let's deal that. Yonkers. Okay, so that was banker. Banker with 2. Alright, so that was a player, banker, 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 player, banker. It's gonna go player. Let's deal that. And we're being aggressive here, but we gotta make this money back, so. Coming at it hard. Okay. There we go, baby. Nice. Okay. I'll back up at 12. There we go. That's just the way it is in this game. So we got player, banker, 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 player, banker, banker, player, player, banker, player. Probability of it's going to be a banker. I just haven't seen a tie yet, so I think a tie will come out. I don't know why. I feel that that's kind of what's wanting to happen. Yeah, let's go player real quick and deal. It might be a tie. Ooh-wee, baby. There we go. Good to us. So we're now at 15. Okay, so we're just going to continue with this strategy like we're back at 0. So that was a player. Now, what I'm doing is using my, my mind here to calculate what I would justify as next color, obviously. So looking at algorithmic pattern, I guess, the nature of chance, the ability to kind of find frequency or a pattern within chance and, the nature, laws of nature. It's an early morning for me, guys, so let's get back on that. What I'm trying to say is, you see this is blue, red, 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 blue, red, red, blue, blue. It broke the pattern of blue, red, 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 blue, blue. You would expect it to be 3 blues and it would have been a pattern, right? Blue, red, 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 blue, red, 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 and then blue, red, red, red again. But it's there's, variance in this. So you have to kind of figure out, at the same time, look at the pattern color, or the player versus banker, and how many numbers each one has pulled already. So that's 6 to 6. That's what I used. There was 6 of banker and 5 of player. I just said, I said it was going to be player because it was low, and I'm just trying to, I guess, balance that out. So I'm looking for balance at the same time. But now the next one, I think it's going to be a tie, because it hasn't pulled out a tie yet, and that's kind of, the card's going to dictate a tie pretty soon. So we can either run another blue, only because it'll be like blue, red, 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 blue, red, red, blue, blue, red, blue, 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 and that might kind of give us an off pattern. What I'm looking for here, and this is what I was explaining to a couple of my colleagues, is there's a wave pattern to this game and to chance. It basically will do the opposite of what it did, in a way. So at the same time as it doing the opposite, there's variance in between there. So you got to take it with a grain of salt, because there's going to be slight changes. It's not so, perfect. Like, for instance, here we got blue, red, red, blue, blue, right? Right here, I could split it down the middle, and it'll be the exact opposite. So we got blue, red, and then we got 3 here. If it comes out 3, then it'll be blue, and the next one will be red. And that's just my theory. That's just my judgment here, my thought base. If it is that way, then it is the wave theory, and it goes up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we would figure out where else it goes. But you see, that's where it gets iffy because it's barely on pattern 8 or number 8. We could be halfway up into the wave or a quarter of the wave. I'll explain the wave theory a little bit later in more depth in another video. But let's here. So I'm gonna choose blue, and we're gonna deal. It's either blue or it's gonna be a tie. But that's just my theory. Okay, so it's red. So you see what I mean? A variance in it. So it kicked off, and that's what I was thinking because it's 8, 9, 10. So it's got to do 2 more things, and then it could possibly go to the opposite side. So what we just voted on was player, and it just lost. So we did 1 on player. We're going to do 2 on it now because let me think here. It goes player 3, 1. I mean, banker 2, player 2, banker 1, player 2, banker 1. It might give me a player or 2 bankers because you see how it's. Yeah, let's do banker. Let's do 2 banker. There we go, baby. You gotta use your noggin a little bit in this game. Okay, so I'm taking this being the center, and then you saw how I just repeated this in an opposite format. So right here's part of the wave, and this is part of the opposite part of the wave. So let's see where we're at number wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, because I'm going from this point, so it's blue, blue, red, red, blue. It just wouldn't. Yeah, blue. We'll go blue. We'll go player on this one. Okay. Interesting. Alrighty. So there's a the variance that I was speaking about. So we just did player and lost. So I'm gonna go player again. Double on that. There we go, baby. There we go. So now we're up 12 to 17. That's the thing about this as well. Like, your playing the way it kind of goes is like it's a wave, you know? You win and the dealer wins, you win. You got to have the right amount of money to get past the pool. You know what I'm saying? Pool being when the banker's winning or when the dealer's winning. You got to have enough cash flow to get past that and get back to your winning. And that's just the flow of cards. It's the way the cards work, you know. Sometimes you hit them, sometimes you don't, and you gotta learn how to read those waves in the card games. When you sit down at the table, especially at any casino, I mean, I personally like to read the cards before I even sit down. So we're not counting numbers. We're not, doing any type of cheating. What I mean by that is I read out the table. I'm reading the people's emotions, their energies. I'm seeing how the dealer's doing, how he's interacting with the players, and all of that good jazz, and seeing how everyone's interacting and how it's flowing. If I like it, then I jump in. I also look at the card flow, like, wow, who's winning, who's losing, and I look at the flow of the cards, and I don't just do that for one round. I do that for a measure, so basically 4 rounds. So I'll do that for a measure of rounds, and I do that just so I can see again the wave, where we at on the cards, where they at on the table, as also where are the emotions at. I don't want to sit at a table that's going to be shitty vibes and people are just mad there because they're losing, and I don't like that. It's a bad vibe. It's part of it, and fraction up is it has to do with the vibe. You know what I mean? It's an energy thing. It's about the feng shui of it. It's an environment thing. The way you feel when you're playing the game, how the felt feels, how the drink feels in your hand. The emotions that you're running through, the pressure, that sort of stuff. So yeah. Anyways, you choose the table now. Sadly, we're on, online. You really can't do that on online casinos like this. But what you can do on online casinos is what I do, and it's practice your methods. Practice, practice, practice. You come at it with the sharp edge on your method, and you end up cutting through anything and paper, everything. You just cut. And it's through the method. Getting a method down, getting a strategy down. You get that strategy down. Strategy is just what it is, the particular steps. Method is you following that strategy. You get that method down, oh man, you're winning. That's the whole goal to this, isn't it? That's why we're playing. They got you with the little hook. You know what I mean? You get the fever, catch scratch fever of gambling. But the reality of it, you get hooked to the winnings, that feeling as well. So this just helps you, get that a little bit faster, and it helps you develop your and keen your skills, your practice. Anyways, let's get back to this here. As I was talking, I'm looking at this, and I haven't continued because I'm still debating whether it's going to be on. If we're looking at this like this, and the variance is in between these, or are we looking at it like this, and the variance is in between this, and the cross factor is in between the color change to the opposite side, the wave pattern. I would like to believe so, but then again, I'm probably bullshitting myself because of the fact that it's only on 8 or 9 now. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're at 9. We still got 10, and then another 10 more. So, okay, so this wave theory that I have states that you have to find the start from it, and then you got to find the ending of it. Now, sometimes this wave will go from here to the middle and then back over this way. Ideally, we would want that, but it doesn't work that way, So it could be like the wave is coming in this way and then barely running this way, and it'll run, or it'll be, coming down right here, coming around this way. You gotta find it, and when you find it, you gotta continue to roll with it, and that's how you get the next hits. It's, man, people can tell you all this crazy nonsense, but that's the way it works. It's a weird frequency thing, and when you get in tune with it, you start hitting bam, 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 one after one after one. Then you're there. You're in the line. Now you just gotta manage it, control it. I can't say we've hit back to back as many times, so I can't say we're there. I'm not personally there yet. I'm still figuring out this one, and each one changes, obviously. So I mean, yeah, it's, you gotta have enough bankroll to play a while to find the patterns in it, because if you don't have the bankroll, you're gonna end up cutting out, and you're not gonna be able to make that back. So losing comes down to not having the right amount of money in your pocket, or your in your pool, to be able to get back up to the winning, and then you pull out when you're winning, right? That's just the way it works. Chasing the cat blind, that's what I call chasing the money. I wouldn't recommend it, but in a way, we do it all the time, and we make our money back. It's kind of a way of, it's a money management system. And if you've been noticing, I've been using my money management properly. So I go 1, I go 2, meaning one chip plus 1 chip equals 1 chip. Bam, I leave it at 1. Boom, another unit, double that unit up, and then I double it up when I lose, right? And that's just my management system. So I'll go 1. If I lose, I'll go again with 1. If I lose that again, I go with 2 units. If I lose that again, I go another 2 units. And that'll make me the money. Now, if I lose that, I'll now double that. So if that's 4 units, I'm going to go 8 units. It should be 6 units, but I'm going to go 8 units to kind of double up and make my money back out. So that's the money system that I've been working with. That's the money management system that we have going on, and it really works. It keeps us in the game for a long time, and it keeps us running out. Another reason I'm chopping a lot and not playing here is because I'm trying to think of this one, man. This one's a rough one, but I want to call blue, but I think it's either going to be banker or tie. But I want to say it's going to be player. So I already said all three of them. I want it to be player. I think it's going to be banker. And I have a feeling it's going to be a tie. That's gambling for you all in one bunch. So let's see here. I see there's 7 player wins and there's 9 banker wins. But at this moment, I'm not going to go with that because that does not matter at the moment. It does not matter. It's all... I have a feeling it's going to be banker again. I've had roll streaks of 7. So 7 losses or 7 solid color. So, yeah. It's kind of rough. Let's continue with this one. So, where are we at? We're at blue. That's what I want. And I'm thinking it's going to be blue again. But I have a feeling let's get this going. So 1. Yeah, we'll just do 1 right now. So we're going to deal. Yonkers. Oof, that sucked. So what it's going to do is kick us off and restart our game. And that kind of sucks because our count restarts. Yeah. Sucks. Okay. Well, since we started over from scratch, it's a 50-50 between player and banker. I like to start off, like I said, on banker. But since last time player won first, let's see my paper here. Yeah, player won first last time. I have a feeling it might be... I'm going to do banker. That's just what I like to go with. I'll start it off even if I'm going to lose. Cool. So banker. Banker 1. And then our bankroll startup is $17. And I like to do that just so I know where I'm at. Okay, so B1. Yeah, so like on a side note, on a paper, I'll write $17, and then I'll just start the pattern. So let me see if I can, let me open up a new notepad here. So basically, whoa, that's huge. We don't need it that big. We'll keep this on the sideline so I can show you as we're going. Only because with Baccarat, everyone's like, oh, I got this badass system. And they never show the system. They never show what the fuck they're doing. It's stupid. So, yeah, we're not one of them. Let's show the fucking method here. So, what I do is I'll put $17. That'll be the starting value that we're starting with. And then I'm going to do B1. So we're already up $1. And then if it continues to be the B, I will put, B1 again. 1 stands for the units that you've put down. Okay, so let's do this. Nice. So then we go back to this and we put B1. Oh, B1 again. Okay. Now we're just going to... So after two wins of red, your heart and gut would say, you know, player, but it will probably be banker again. Like, oh, interesting. Yeah, it broke the streak. Okay, cool. So we're nowhere close to see the wave. So we're gonna open this one up again, and we're gonna now put player one. Yeah, player one, because that's what we're at here now. So this player one, I think it's gonna go player again. So we're gonna run player again. So we're gonna do P1. We lost one round. We're trying to make our cash back. Okay, it didn't work. Now we're gonna run 2 units. So let me show you the unit count up here. So the way we do the units is 1, 1, 2, 2. Then it goes 6 for the unit that you're gonna start betting to make that back. So that's kind of how it works. So we're right now lost 1. It was a banker 1, so we're gonna go down here. Banker 1. This is where we struck out, so we'll hit a strike there. And that's gonna take us to 2 now. So we go to 1 black, well, red. It's probably gonna be another red. So let's deal. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. So that just did banker 1 here. Oops. Okay, cool. So banker 1, banker, banker, player, banker, banker. You would think it would go to player, but it's probably not. It's probably gonna go to banker again. We're just too early into to catch any wave, so it's more about a chance and feeling. And so what I like to do sometimes is kind of just feel it out, you know, what I think would come next. I want red, but blue might come out again for pattern's sake. But let's break it and let's do red. There you go. There you go. There you go, baby. Alright, so sometimes you just gotta go with your gut, dude. It's a weird thing. And I think that's why we love betting, you know? It's a satisfying feeling to know you were right, you know? It's so strange. I enjoy it. I like it a lot. Smoke them if you got them, boys. Smoke them if you got them. Yeah, I enjoy that fucking feeling, dude. I thrive off of it. And I thrive off of the anxiety. It's not really, it's like anxious and I don't know. It's weird. Once I start thinking using my brain, that's when it really, it's jazzy. So 3, we're at 3 right now. There is a chance of it being another red again. And I want to say it might be red again. But we could be wrong. And we could be right, so it doesn't fucking matter. Just try it out. See what you got. So red, here we go. Well, yikes. Oh, okay. You know. So again, there you go, baby. Now sometimes I'll speed through just to get to somewhere, so let me go backtrack here. So we got BBP, BBB. And then I want to P1 and then B1. There, cool. Alrighty, alright, a Rooney. I forgot where I lost to put strikes up. But it just lets me know where I, fucked up. Where I picked the opposite of what it was, so. It's a way of keeping count, but at the same time telling myself where I messed up. So I can possibly find the patterns in my mess ups as well. So I think it might be a B1 again. And that's the thing about it. So it was time for it to come up, and I'm gonna let you know about ties. I do every other tie. So right after a tie, I don't do two ties because meaning I won't put up on a tie, but I will put up after a tie. So if that make one round, and then I'll put in a tie. Now on a real table, it's a 50-50 that I'll put a tie right after a tie, and then I'll also do the after the tie. So by after the tie, I mean the tie hits, I let one pass by, and then I put the unit on tie. Sometimes I do it right after tie as well. So we're on tie, so I'm going to let that one slide. I'm going to put it on the next one. But that was technically a win on our call. Because you see how it marks red? It'll mark red, but it'll smack the tie. So technically you won. But yeah, this crummy feeling. But if you can catch those are so random. Like the frequency wise, you really don't see any kind of pattern to those. They're really wild. Sometimes you can see a pattern to their wildness within the pattern, and that's more technical. So we'll teach you that on pretty soon coming up. But as of right now, we're gonna stick to just finding out the first wave format, and then I'll teach you waves within waves and how to tune into them. So it was a banker. We got red, blue, red, blue, red. Technically, we're going to go red again. Nah, we'll go blue, and no tie this time. But the next one we will put a tie. Ah, ha ha! See what I'm saying? It's like it hears us. It can hear me speaking. Fuck. Sorry if I blew your guys' eardrums. It's just holy smokes, that really sucks. Nah, I don't think it will, but we have to for the third time. Yeah, I figured. Oh, that would have been nice, bro. That would have been nice. Anyways, okay, so now I'm gonna wait, and then now I can hit a tie because I could do it again right after. Remember I said that's just and I was also gonna say red, but it hit tie, so but it hit red again. So let's go blue. Let's go 2 for blue. Oh, sucker, dude. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 again on blue. There you go. Oh, no. It's not being so nice. Come on, win. There you go. There you go. And that was a money management system that I got. Picks you right back up. So like I said, you got to be able to take some losses in order to get back to your win. It's really weird. if you're not comfortable with that method and with that system of losing to win or whatever the case is, lower your bets. Now we're already at 1. So I mean, you just got to deal with it and learn. Excuse me, I'm enjoying the chocolate. You got to learn to, deal through that emotion, through that feeling. Start off with 1s. If you can't, you feel shitty and blah blah blah, then don't even gamble. What the fuck are you even gambling for? Jump off of it, dude. Um, but if you can, then move up to the higher units. 5s, 25s. Find your pressure zone. Once you start feeling that, then back off, and then you run off of that. You win more, a lot more, and you also you can get past and double up. So double up would be double up what you have. So if we started with 12, you would get up to like what is that, 24? Yeah, 24. So you would go up to 24, and then that would be your double up, and now you're working off of the house's money, is what I like to call. So you can do a little bit more riskier bets and stuff like that. But until you get up to there, or maybe even 5 over, like right now I'm 5 over, I like to call this house money. It is house money, but until I get into doubling my money, then I'll start risking it and start getting a little aggressive. But there is a fine line between putting in the right amount and putting in too little. If you put in too little of a wager, it picks up the risk factor, and you tend to lose your money faster, kind of in a streak. So you'll kind of like just get on this losing streak of little losses, and they kind of accumulate, and you end up losing. That's why I like to bet a little bit more in the 5 zone, 25 zone, or 10 zone, because it gives you that room to be able to play with that. Like, it gives you enough funds to play with the roller coaster. And the roller coaster comes from, your winnings and your losings. When I speak on a roller coaster, we're speaking on that, just winnings and losing. And either, you're on the up streak of a roller coaster, or you're on a downhill of a roller coaster. Roller coasters tend to, when we speak about them, we are solely speaking about your wins and losses. Anyways, now when we speak about wave factor or waves and stuff like that, we're speaking about the pattern, but not just finding out the pattern, but like figuring it out. So kind of like the method to the pattern, and that's kind of what we're speaking on when we say wave. So just wanted to clarify those 2 things. Now, where are we at? We are 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3. Technically a 4. Yeah, 4. A 1, 2, 1. It's probably gonna go to red because it hasn't done blue doubles, but it might do a blue double, and that'll be the first break of the blue double, because there's only singles. As we can see, there's a lot of singles. Is that going to happen? Is it not going to happen? Now, I want to put red because I want to say it's going to be red, but my gut tells me it's going to be blue again. So we'll just put red, because sometimes you want to go with what you think. This will tell us. Oh, tie. Okay, so that was another thing I was feeling out, but I just didn't say it. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was also going to be a tie, and I should have probably. But I mean, ties I don't bring into this at all because they're so random. But I was feeling that out. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so we'll just do it again. But now double up. Come on, baby. Now we're going to go to 4 on that, too. We're going to run that. There you go. All right, cool. So that's where we're at. So now we're gonna start wagering 2 because I want to pick up our money value. So not actually, we're doing good. We'll keep it at 1. So where are we at? Tie. Technically a blue, red. Okay. It might go red again. Alright, so now I'm gonna go 2 on red. Basically now I'm gonna just double up on red until I make my money back, and that's kind of how I'm gonna do it. There you go. Like that. Ah! Shit. So, alright, yeah. That's kind of the name of the game sometimes. Deal 4 again. There you go. Come on, man. But it don't brought me... I didn't do my math right. Okay, so... Freak. Alright, so... Red... It's the name of the game. You go down and you go up, and you just got to be able to ride the roller coaster. Because if you can't ride the roller coaster, why are you even on it? You know what I mean? Oh, tie. Oh, yeah. There you go. Brought you right back up. So, like I said, if you let emotions take over, it takes over reasoning. And reasoning is your foremost best friend when it comes down to life. You can't kick him out. Don't get rid of him. He's there for a reason. He's going to help you with risk factor. Okay, so what do we got? 2, 1, 3, 1, 3, technically 4, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 1, 1, 1. So I'm not even seeing any sort of... I'm seeing a lot of patterny stuff going on here. But I'm thinking this is either on the bottom trend of it. Now it's going on the top over here somewhere. So yeah, that's what I think is going on. So it's kind of doing something like this. And because this would have been 3 here. Oh no, it just would have been blue. 1 blue, not double. So because this would have been 1, 2, 3, 4. So would have ran a 4. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so I still am not seeing the waveform on this at all. Not at all. And I've just been riding the roller coaster, really. I mean, that's a good way of playing the game. Just, money management. That's kind of technically how you play this game. I'll show you right now. So we'll start double pressing to make some more money. So it's a banker. It's 50 chance that it's gonna be up blue, and it's chance it can be banker again. I've been doing a lot of those mistakes where I'll call it, so I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna do 2. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah. There we go. And I went on the opposite of what I was feeling, just because, like I said, I've been fucking up on that. Okay, so now we're up 20. So we just took our betting to 2 now. Only because we're trying to make some cash here. Okay, so let's go player again. I would say it would either be player or tie. One of those 2. So we'll go player. Yeah. I'm gonna go player again. Yeah. There we go. Now we're up $22. So yeah, the more aggressive you play, the more money you make, obviously. It might be made due for another tie. I don't know why I'm trying to figure out put in the tie as a pattern. Okay, so As soon as I figure out the wave, I'll obviously let you all know. I'm just trying to read it. A lot of it is going by gut feeling and chance, luck. But that's kind of how this game works. It's 50-50 chance. And then the tie will break that chance up to like a 49 point something. But yeah. So the tie is like the house's, little gimmick that they stick in there to fuck everything up. At least your odds. And then they switch over. So it'll go from player being 49 to the banker being 49. So that's where we're looking for the wave of the change. And that's when it dictates the the wave will dictate what's next. And that's kind of what we're following. So as of right now, I want to say it's going to be a blue again or a tie. So what I'm going to run is blue. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now that we did that, I'm going to put tie for sure. Because that was one, and then I'm going to put a tie after that. So I'm going to put the tie afterwards. Because that's just what we do. It's like an insurance. And then you put on whatever you think it's going to be. So I'm going to put red and one on there. And then just run that. So we did 2. I'm going to keep on banker. There you go, baby. So we were at 22, now we're at 23. Pretty soon, once I get to the 25 zone, I'm going to start playing 5s. No. I'm going to start playing just 2s, actually. 5s might be a little too aggressive. So it's blue, red. It may go red again. It may go blue. Let's see. I was gonna pick red, but something told me. You see, sometimes go against whatever you feel, because it's a weird play on play. So if it's not what you want to win, and that's kind of the shitty thing about it. Like I was telling my entourage, the Vegas boys, I was letting them know, it's not what you want to win. It's what is allowed to win. And by that I mean is like walk through the aisles of the slot machine, not picking the most beautifulest, loudest sounding one or the one that you want to win. Feel it out and let the one that's calling you to win, feel that out, and that's the way you go about it. Same thing with tables. Don't sit at a table you want to win at. Feel it out. Sometimes it calls you, man. It'll call you. It'll tell you sit down, when you feel it. And you sit down and you get it done. I don't know if it has to do with ancestral, energies or whatever the case is, Some people can feel energies. Some people can't. Some people can feel things. Some people can't feel other people's energies and emotions and stuff. Same thing with cards. Same thing with like games and different types of stuff. Like some people are tuned. We're in tune to these, things, and we can feel these things. So listen to them when they speak to you. Go about it and focus it in, and go sit down and play to win, because not because you want to win, but because it's, telling you to win. So now when I just did that, it's because I wanted it to be banker. So I did the opposite of what I wanted it to be. And that sometimes helps when you're eager or you have ADD or something like that and you just want to get in and get out. I do that with rides as well, airplane rides, car rides, long rides. I just want to get there. So anxiety starts to pick up. Same thing with here. You can't allow those energies to interfere with your betting. So sometimes you want to do opposite of what you feel. Does that mean you're wrong? No, it does not mean you're wrong at all. It does not mean you're wrong. What it means is you were right to feel that way about contradicting that emotion. And if you can do those things to yourself, then you can tell yourself to change up certain aspects of it, right? If you're an angry grump or you're an angry drunk or whatever, not the drinking part, but change the angry part. Change the anger in you. Change certain frequencies inside of you. And the same thing goes with the table. You change, if you learn to, manipulate that, you learn to ride the wave and the frequencies, then you start dictating what happens in your life. You start manipulating what happens in your life, to your advantage. You start seeing things more clearly because you can see through, not being clouded by your emotions and bad judgments and thoughts and stuff like that. So kind of the same thing here. Now that just gave me an evaluation, right? I'm okay with it. I'm happy about it. I'm glad that I chose player because that means I was right to contradict my thought there. And that's what morally, that's all that matters is if you win. So we're pretty far into this, as you can see, and it's doing good. So let's see where we're at now. We're at 2 1 3 1 3 1 2 2 1 3 1 1 1 4 1 1. It's probably gonna be 2 reds or 2 blues over here, or might be 2 blues and 1 red here, or 2 reds here. For sure, this is gonna be a red here. But I don't know if it's going to be a blue next and then red, or it's going to go just straight over to red and red. But the probability is, I think, 40% chance of it being a blue again and a 50% chance of it being red again, or next. So let's take the 40% chance, because obviously it's been liking the 40% chances. And I think it's because it's got to play it out. Like, it's been doing a lot of the 50% chances, so it has to play out the 4s. That's kind of how electronic games work. So they're governed by, triggers and stuff. So they have to play that. It's not because, So let's do, what did I say? Yeah, let's do the 40%. And let's deal that. Yeah, there you go. Oh, so it took the 50% risk there, and it went to the red, as I should have gone with. So we did, what, 1? We're going to do 2 here. Come on. Suckaroonie. So we're going to do 4 now. And it might go red again. Yeah. Only because it's got to do 4 red, I think. So let's let it do. Let's keep playing player. There you go, baby. Okay, so now we'll do blue again. There you go. Back up to 25. Alright, so I just had to go into focus mode and dart my way back up. Thanks. So what we're using is money management system, double up system, as I showed here. So 1 1 2 11226. So we're just using that 11226, 11226, and I'm fucking up because I'm doing 11224, and I shouldn't be doing 11224. So we'll fix that, and we should be going up. So we'll fix that now. So we'll go 6. Yeah, 11226 is what I should be doing. So I'm gonna put this up, and I'm gonna bring it down only because it keeps disappearing as I play the game. So I'm gonna leave it there just to keep reminding myself, and that's kind of what you got to do. So we started at 17, we're up 25. So that's $8 up. So excuse me, that's not bad at all. Cool. So we're gonna do 1122612, and that should bring us back to 1. If we haven't won till at that point, I mean, we're pretty far down into it. So we'll see how that runs. Okay, so it's blue. I wanted it to be blue again, but something tells me it's gonna be blank banker. Let's do that. We're gonna go 1. So I'm gonna show you the method again, the money method here. So we got 1 on blue. Good old winnings. Alright, so 383. I don't see any of that movement happening over here with doubling. Other than these here. So there is no, on this one there is no wave. I'm not noticing. I'm pretty sure there is a wave, so but it could be like coming in here, basically over here, and then right here, coming up, back down. Like it could be a tight wave, so doesn't always necessarily need to, doesn't always fall on the same type of frequency. Sometimes they're tighter waves, sometimes they're like this, sometimes they're way over here, sometimes they're really tight on each other. So I mean, that's just the nature. It changes every round, obviously. So, and there's so many different wave formats. It's obviously a sine wave. You will only be seeing sine waves here, but the frequency that it's vibrating at, or that the sine wave is, oscillating at, and all of that changes. So you have to find it. I'm a sound engineer. I'm a sound engineer. I graduated with that degree in science and recording music. So I kind of understand this. And everything's a vibration, everything's a frequency, and everything's waves, wave theory. So this game just plays on that, and it's fucking amazing. So, all right. So then the next thing I'm also gonna do, now that we're winning, I'm gonna make the next call, basically. Now, if you're up, then you're gonna do 2244. There it is. Okay, so it's 2244816 on the next runs. Now that's a little, because our funds are a little low still. I wouldn't recommend running on that just yet. I'd do that around like 30-ish round. So let's get to 30. 35-ish. What, by 15? We're up by 20. Then play, and we're not up by 20 just yet. So we got to get to like 35-ish. And then we'll start running that vigorous play run. Only because once you start losing, then it kind of fucks you over not having that bankroll to back you up. So that's why you always want to tell yourself, you always want to also play with what you have. So right now we're at 17. You'll throw this up at around $35. Then you'll start playing that vigorous play there. So okay, so there's that. So where we at? We're at 3. I'm gonna go with red now. This is the money management. It's probably gonna cut us out. Yeah, and that's just the way it works sometimes. Okay, so the only cool thing about, and I've played Ignition. I think it was Ignition. Ignition Casino. I always call it Ignite, but Ignition Casino. It doesn't fucking give you your credit back when it does that shit. And it's like, dude, why would they do something like that? It's the fault of the damn game, the online game, and you're gonna take my credit away from me because you pulled me out of the game. It's so shitty, dude. It was the horriblest, cringy feeling experience I've ever had on an online casino. It was cringe. Don't do it to yourself. Play fucking Bovada, dude. Honestly, 100 fucking percent. It's so less stressful. You'll thank me later. All right. So since we're starting over, you already know I'm a bankered boy. So let's hit this shit. Alright, mate. Alright. So now I'm just gonna hit banker again. I'm redeal. Okay, we're on a little streak here. I'm gonna go banker once more. Excuse me. Okay, we lost there, so I'm gonna go 1, 2 on player. Yonkers. So we're gonna stay on player and we're gonna put 2 again. No, we're gonna go back to player again. We're gonna do 4. Okay, I'm gonna do player again. We're gonna do 8 this time. There we are. Runs us back up to 30. Okay, shit. So that was the money management. As soon as I started losing, I jumped to 2. Then I did 2 again. And then since I lost, I went 8. All right, I did 8. I think I did 8. I was supposed to do 6, but I did 8. Yeah, so let's integrate that. 1, 1, 2, 2, 8. 12. 8, 12. Okay. Okay, so the way it's gonna work is 1, 1, 2, 2, 6, 12. If, while you're just playing normally, once you get to 5 up, so 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, around 22-ish, now you're gonna start playing 1, 1, 2, 2, 8, 12. You're gonna keep that format until you get to around 35. Then you're gonna switch it to 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, 16. 8's 12 actually. So there, 2, 2, 4, 4, 12, 16. This is 1, 1, 2, 2. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that's the system. That's the money system. So. Yeah, let's stick to that. Let's see what we got. So we're gonna push it to 1, 1, 2, 2, 8, 12 since we're 5 up. We're almost pushing it to the 35 limit, so then we're gonna go 2-2 until then. So it's probably gonna go red, but it's probably gonna do blue again. So we're gonna go blue. Of course. And I felt that. I knew it was gonna do banker just because it did the play on play on play thing. But yeah. There we go. Alright, so now it's 2-1, 2-1, 1-1. It's probably gonna be red again. I want to say banker or player again, but it might even be tie. It just hasn't doubled the blue just yet, and that's where I'm wondering if it's on the down path of the wave here. Remember, we're starting over, so which is great because I couldn't find the wave on the other one. It was really ridiculously tight or something. This one might do the opposite. I might do blue. Alright, so we just gotta do that again. Yikes. Son of a biscuit. Okay. I'm gonna deal 2 over here. There we are. It's like in that play it black bank back and forth thing. It might do 2 reds here as well, but it might go to the blue. I'd say it's gonna do banker and tie maybe, or do player again to push out over here. 4. I think it'll go player. I think it's gonna push out to player just so I can. I don't think there's enough players coming out. Would suck for the player. Now you can always do this weird I won my money back method by putting 1 on here and then 2 here. So if you lose, you at least make 1 back, or you make 2 back from the 4 that you spent. So I'll show you that method. So we're at 33. So basically, I think it's going to be player. So I'm going to do 1 on player, but it could possibly be banker. So I'm going to put 2 on banker. But you doing that is making your money. Basically, you're going to follow the 1 pattern here. You're going to do the 2 pattern here. You're going to follow the 1 pattern, and you're going to go on to the 2 pattern on that one. So you can kind of play those 2 out, right? So let's see how we would do it. So to make that money back, whichever one wins, you're going to have to play the catch-up game, right? So if 1 wins, you're going to have to double up to make it here. So you're going to have to end up playing the 2 game. If the 2 wins here, then you're good. You're good, right? You doubled up, you tripled up, or whatever the case is. If not, then you have to play the 2 as soon as you run off of this one. So if you win 1, you got to play 2 down, and it's going to leave you exactly where you're at, but you're going to have to play the 2 round to get you back to where you were. So should I show this in principality in play here? So we got 1 here because this is what it's liking to do, and then we're going to put 2 because that's technically what it. So let's see what we got. We're hoping this one's the winner. There you go, it's the winner. So you win 3, you lost 1, but it kicked you up. So I wanted player to win, but I knew the banker was going to end up kicking. So that was the banker. The 2 that I put on banker was my assurance. I'm sorry, assurance. It assured me as well, but it's insurance, so it insured us there, and it made us the money that we would have lost and $1 more. So it's a weird method. I mean, you can play it that way. It sucks when you start losing multiple in a row, because once you're in that method, if you hit 1, you're gonna get 2 back. You lost 3 over there, so you technically lost 1. It almost like evens itself out to if you weren't playing that. Does that make sense? So what I mean by that is money wise. So 1 comes back, so that's 2. 2 is over here, you lose 1. So it'll be like if you lost just once, not twice. Only because you're making your money back. So it's weird. And if you win, you win double. So it's the cool thing about it. I mean, I want to say it's going to be 1, but it could be banker again. It could be tie. I think it's going to be blue, though, because it's doing doubles. I don't think it's going to be banker again. So what I'll do is 1 and then 2 on banker, so I can show you the method. Shit, yeah. Kind of keeps you at the same spot, doesn't it? So it's like, don't do it. I would have made 2. God dang it! Don't do it, guys. It's not gonna work. Those insurances are not working. It's keeping my money exactly where it was. Son of a bitch. All right, so that was 3. Very nice. Now it's probably gonna go here, so we're gonna play into 2s just because. Yeah, because now we're at the 25 range, so we're gonna play into 2s now. Actually, this 2 method should be ran at around 40. Just since, doing my math, you're gonna want to run that at around 40. So we're gonna run 1 2 2 8 8 8 12. 1 1 2 2 8 12 is what we're running. Yeah, that's good. So what are we at? Player. I don't think it's gonna be player. It hasn't doubled on player at all, so I don't think it's gonna be double in players. It might just be doing this back and forth shit. And this is a really tight fucking wave, as you can see. Split somewhere around here. This is either the beginning or the end of it. Man, this video is gonna get long. Really, really long. I'm gonna have to cut this short, guys. We'll bring this back. I think 36 is pretty good for now. You guys understand this method. You guys are seeing it. I'm gonna cut it right now because this video is extremely long. It's already gonna be well over an hour, so I'll get back to you guys. You guys are seeing how this method works anyways, so much love and good luck out there, guys. This is Dave again. We're here in Austin, Vegas boys, ATX. So just stick with the dudes. This is a money management system. When it comes down to Baccarat, it will get you up. It's just a very simple money management system, as you guys are seeing. Just follow it. I'll get the math down to how much you can possibly make within a week, within a month, within a year. within an hour of playing this method. I'll get you guys the rundowns and the ratios, the rates and stuff. But I mean, if you just keep up just like I'm doing, steadily, you'll get up there. And I mean, there's no way down from that point. You're just kind of winning. You can either change the units or just leave them like that. Like I said, though, there's a method to the changing of the units. So from whatever you start, you're gonna keep your method. When you're 5 up from what you started, then you're gonna change the method up to the 1 1 2 2 8 12, and then from once you're 40 units up, like at 40, then you're going to do the 2 2 4 4 12 16 method, and you're going to keep that through all the way up until around the $60 to $80 range. So then you will pick up and do a little more vigorous, maybe probably unit change, and kind of keep the same routine with the numbers, just change the units, right? So the number form is for the units, and the unit stands for the amount of value, your chip value. So you got your chip value, and then the unit is how many chips are you putting up of that unit, of that value. So you could do $1 and you're putting up 1 unit, and then you're putting up 2 units, and then you're putting up 6 units of the $1. Or you can do $5 units, so that picks up your units. From a 1 unit is a 5, then a 1 unit 5, then 2 units 10, 2 units 10, 6 units, so on and so forth. So, or 25, you can do 25, so 25, 25, and then 50, 50. It's all up to the amount of money that you're at. So if you're at around 100, I would pick it up to maybe the 50-ish, or maybe if you're at around 200-ish, then I would do the 50. So stay in the bracket range, and I'll give you that, the formula, on the next video to come. We'll get more in detail for the formula so you can get up higher. So I just gave you the formula to go from like $12 to $36, almost $40 pretty quickly. So I mean, you guys can do exactly the same as well. Just repeat this process and make some money, dudes. You guys got this. I mean, the only problem that I can see from this is laziness, or not following the rules and that I have established here for you, which would then be considered laziness again. Don't take these and try to modify it to your liking. Dude, you're already making some cash here. Just fucking flow with it and just use it. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make it. There's nothing to make it better. This has been mathematically ran up. We've done math on this. This is the simplest, easiest way to double up money fast. Okay? This is just a quick method on Baccarat. This works on table, it works on fucking digital, it works on Bovada. So stick with Bovada.lv, guys. If you need my link, go down to the description, click that fucking link. It'll give you some bonuses, and it'll also give you some extra cash every time you deposit. So just follow the formula, the format and formula, and make some cash, guys. I want to see what you guys are working with and how much money you all made back. Let me know in the comments, dudes. Have a great freaking day, guys. This is morning for me, so I hope you have a wonderful time. And yeah, color the fuck up.